Today, let's explore 5 lessons on self-discipline from one of the greatest samurais in Japanese history, Miyamoto Musashi. He was not only an undefeated swordsman in 61 duels but also an inspirational figure with disciplined and powerful principles, especially exemplified in his work Dokkodo, translated as the way of walking alone. Have you ever found yourself backing down in the face of challenges or easily giving up on big goals when confronted with difficulties? Many of us struggle to maintain discipline and perseverance. Bad habits and lack of discipline not only cause missed opportunities in work and life but can also lead to dissatisfaction with oneself. Weakness is the biggest barrier between you and success. Through the philosophy left behind by Miyamoto Musashi, one of Japan's legendary samurais, you can learn to build strong discipline to overcome difficulties, abandon bad habits, and persevere to the end. Miyamoto Musashi was an unmatched swordsman in his era, having faced some of Japan's finest swordsmen and never tasting defeat. Musashi spent his life training relentlessly, constantly honing himself and fostering discipline. In his later years, he wrote Dokkodo, a guide with 21 principles for living with discipline and freedom. Today, I'll share his illustrious achievements and the first 5 principles from Dokkodo and how to apply them in modern life and business challenges. A wooden sword sharper than steel. Musashi is famous for his legendary duel with Sasaki Kojiro, an exceptional swordsman and his lifelong rival. This duel, held on Ganryo Island, is considered Musashi's fight of a lifetime. Knowing the duel would take place, Musashi meticulously planned the night before. He not only prepared strategically but also mentally conditioned himself. Interestingly, on the following morning, rather than arriving on time, Musashi intentionally arrived late. Why? He wanted to test his endurance, self-discipline, and that of his opponent. Musashi arrived by a small boat. On the way, he carved a wooden oar into a sword rather than bringing a real one. This not only showcased his skilled swordsmanship but also his mental conditioning and confidence in his abilities. Upon arrival, Kojiro was already waiting and grew agitated by Musashi's tardiness. His opponent, Sasaki Kojiro, was furious, feeling humiliated by Musashi's delay and by the fact that Musashi had come wielding a wooden sword. This anger and loss of composure proved costly for Kojiro. In the duel, with calmness and high discipline, Musashi employed a strategy that kept his opponent guessing and ultimately won the fight using only his wooden sword. This story demonstrates a unique aspect of self-discipline. Musashi triumphed not only due to his skill but also because of his ability to control his emotions, maintain composure, and calculate each move. He didn't let tension affect him. Instead, he remained focused on his goal. That's a key lesson for us. Self-discipline is not merely following rules but knowing how to control oneself in any situation. He attacked his opponent's spirit before the actual fight began. He won through mental strength, not just the speed of his blade. 5 Enlightened Warrior Principles from Musashi. Principle 1. Accept everything as it is. Musashi's first principle is accept everything as it is. This sounds simple, but it's challenging in practice. Often, when faced with difficulties, we tend to blame circumstances or try to change reality immediately. Imagine facing problems at work or with family. When you accept reality as it is, you can calmly find a suitable solution. Don't let negative emotions dominate. Instead, business people should objectively assess the situation, plan improvements rather than complain. Only by accepting reality can you make effective decisions. Principle 2. Do not seek temporary satisfaction. Musashi reminds us that short-lived pleasures often lead to bad habits. When we focus on fleeting joys like unproductive entertainment or negative habits, we can easily fall into a passive, stagnant lifestyle instead of indulging in easy habits like web browsing, shopping, or gaming. Spend time on worthwhile pursuits such as exercise, learning, or meditation. It might feel uncomfortable initially, but these will provide deeper, lasting fulfillment. Successful people know to invest time in self-development instead of wasting it on passing pleasures. Principle 3. Do not decide based on uncertain feelings. If you feel uncertain, don't rush to decide. Disciplined people don't act when in doubt. They take time to think carefully and wait until they are certain. In business, opportunities can appear highly appealing, but if you're not sure, take a step back and consider. Don't rush to sign a contract without fully understanding all aspects. This principle helps you avoid major mistakes and maintain clarity and decisiveness. Principle 4. Think less of yourself and more of the world. Musashi believed that excessive self-focus leads to arrogance and disconnects us from the world. Instead, think about how your actions affect your family, colleagues, and society. In business, focus on the value you can bring to customers, colleagues, partners, and family. Don't place personal gain above all else. This helps build positive relationships and makes you more appreciated in both life and work. Principle 5. Do not attach to desires. According to Musashi, desires and attachments are the sources of suffering. When we place too much importance on goals or desires, we're prone to disappointment and exhaustion if we don't achieve what we want. When pursuing success or wealth, work hard but don't cling excessively to ambitions or results. If success doesn't come immediately, see it as part of a learning journey. This helps you stay calm and avoid unnecessary stress and loss. Focus on planting seeds without being attached to the outcome. To truly understand and apply Musashi's philosophies in life, we can reflect on 3 essential roots of life from Eastern wisdom: morality, and perseverance. These are indispensable elements for becoming a better version of ourselves, not just in business but in all aspects of life. 1. Wisdom. Musashi's principles of accept everything as it is and do not decide when in doubt reflect deep wisdom. Wisdom here is the ability to see reality clearly, understand what's within our control and what isn't, and act more wisely. By accepting reality and making decisions with awareness, we can handle any difficulty without falling into illusions. 2. Morality. For Musashi, not seeking pleasure merely for pleasure and thinking less of oneself deeply about the world represent morality. A moral person strives for higher values rather than just personal enjoyment. This helps us live harmoniously with others, building good relationships with family, colleagues, and partners. When we care about how we impact the world, we live morally and add greater meaning to our lives. 3. Perseverance. Perseverance is the core of self-discipline. Musashi emphasized, the principle do not attach to desires teaches perseverance. A person with perseverance doesn't let failures or desires bind them. They are ready to face hardship, let go when necessary, and remain steadfast toward their goals. This not only helps us stay grounded in life but also maintains a strong spirit, ready to face challenges without faltering. What do you think of Musashi's principles? Have you ever applied any of these principles in your life? Share your thoughts, or ask questions if you have any. Let's discuss to better understand Musashi's profound life philosophy. If you find this content helpful, please like and subscribe to our channel to not miss the next installment. And don't forget to turn on notifications to stay updated with our latest videos. Thank you, and see you in our next videos.